No cursing. That's what she means.
No, right. Although last time I said that, I think I was the one that did it. Okay, did everybody print out the checklist?
Darn it. That's really hard for me. Yes.
I didn't print it out, but I got it downloaded on the computer, so.
Okay. Because I'm pretty much going to follow this. So if you haven't printed that out yet, then after this, go and print that out. So we have put together, a handful of the leaders put together this checklist that you can use, and when you start signing distributors, you can use this to train them. Now, if you've just signed up like within the last month and you sign a distributor and you're not comfortable with taking them through the checklist, then we're going to periodically do this so that we can do it as a group, and your upline will be able to help you get your distributor started. But it's very, very important that as soon as they sign up, like within 24 to 48 hours, it's a good idea to sit down with them so that they know how to get started. Because and I think most of you have been a distributor for more than a couple of weeks, so I'm gonna talk to you, and I'm also gonna talk like I'm talking to your distributors that you're gonna sign up. So the reason it's important to start that as soon as possible is because when somebody signs up, they have that excitement. They're excited about signing up, and you want to capture that excitement, because that excitement, especially when they start posting on social media, is going to show through their post. And you want to grab that while that excitement is still there. Another important, yeah.
Can you mute everybody?
Yeah. Okay. There's a chat feature, guys. So if you do have a question, either, try and get my attention, or you can type it in the chat down there. What was I saying? Oh, and another thing is that when they first start, especially within those first few days, you want them to have some type of win. So that win can be they've posted on social media and somebody has responded to them. They've signed up a loyal customer. There has to be some type of win within the first couple of days, because that's when we all start. And I was this way too. I didn't know what to expect. I was nervous. I was scared. I didn't know what my family was going to think. I didn't know if I'd be able to sign up customers. Like, all those things went through my mind. So, but that first week when I signed up my first loyal, or when I knew I had the support of my husband and my friends, that gave me like that security. So we just need to keep that in mind when we sign loyal customers, that we want to get them started as soon as possible. So I'm just going to start with the first one. And this first post it's absolutely it's your discretion. You do not have to follow this script that we're giving you. We just know what has worked in the past. But if this is not your personality, then don't do it. I don't want you guys to feel like that you have to do it this way. That's not the case. We are just suggesting a way for you to announce your business that has worked in the past, and we just want to explain to you why this method works. But if it's not your personality, please don't feel like you have to do this. So our first thing on the checklist is a post. I'll put a post on social media. And you're not announcing your business, but what you're basically doing is telling social media that my family and I have started on, this journey. We plan on, this year's going to be a good year for us. We encourage you to add a picture to that. The picture that we've been using is kind of like a picture of you saying, like you have a secret, but you're not going to tell them what it is yet. So when you post that, what it's doing is it's capturing an audience. So almost every time you're going to get people if you're a female, you're going to get asked if you're pregnant, or if you're moving, or, you're going to get all sorts of stuff. But the biggest one is, are you pregnant? So what that's going to do is it's going to start building you an audience. So now everybody on your friends list is wondering, well, what is she doing? You know, what is she going to be doing this year that's going to change her family's life? So you're just drawing that attention. So that's the first thing that we encourage new distributors to do. The second thing is to download. There's actually a few apps, but the app right now that's very important is, it's called the Wired app. And if you can see my phone, I turned my light down. This app right here, it's called It Works Wired. But any new information that's going to come out, if you have your notifications on, you're going to be the first to know. So if we have a promotion, if you know, just any big news is going to come out on this app. Another thing, come on. I think I need to turn my light up. Another thing that you're going to see on this app is down here in the corner. Can you guys see that? You're going to see, it's going to say Go Bonus. So you're going to click on that Go Bonus and you're going to see this is mine. So everybody, Wendy, you looked for the app and didn't find it. You went to the App Store. Is it wired with an exclamation mark, Leslie?
No, but there was a direct link from your eSuite. So when you first log in
On that homepage?
On that homepage, and then the other place I found it was if you just search for just Wired.
Instead of It Works Wired? Okay.
Just Wired.
Just Wired, okay. And I'm gonna show you my eSuite in a minute, so when I go there, we'll look for it, Wendy. But if you click on that Go Bonus in the bottom corner, this is gonna show your progress with the bonus. So up top, you're gonna see 4 circles. And like I've already gotten my 4, seriously, I've already gotten my 4 little customers. So as you get your 4 little customers, they're going to be check marked. My next promotion is triple. So sorry guys. When I hit triple at the end of this month, I'm going to get a $50,000 bonus. Now, another thing you're going to notice is up here, you can see a trophy. If you click on that trophy, these bonuses are stackable. So if you hit diamond by the end of this month, you're going to get that $10,000. And if you hit double by your 4th month, then you're going to get the $30,000. So they're stackable. So this screen is going to show you all your different bonuses that you're eligible for and the dates you need to get them by. So the app is very important. So you're going to want to go ahead and download that. All right, so the next thing is you want to log into your eSuite. So I'm going to, give me one sec here. I'm gonna share my screen here. Okay, so everybody's website looks the same. You know, the only difference is that your name is gonna be up here. So you're going to log in. And I'm assuming everyone's already done this. Now, when you first log in, there's going to be some tax information, and they're just verifying your social security number and things like that. It takes like not even 2 minutes. So you basically agree to the terms, and once you agree, then it gets you into your eSuite. So this is your back office right here. All right, Leslie, where was that Wired app? Was it on this page?
Yeah, it was. It was towards the top. They keep changing that though. Yeah, I'm looking in the App Store too, because there used to be like a website you could go to. It was like itworksapps.com or my
Okay. Wendy, we're gonna figure it out today and get it downloaded for you. So this first page is going to be any type of news that you need to know. So they announced the dates for Green Carpet. Green Carpet is basically like a version of conference, but it's a little bit more laid back. It's more geared towards the family. They'll have like a kickball game, and there's a little bit more activities, I guess, to do. But that's this summer. They've got boot camps. So just a bunch of information that you need to know. So when you log into your eSuite, the first thing you want to do is over here at It Works You. They've got some training videos. It's not a lot and they're not very long, but just kind of play, go through here, watch some of the videos, get familiarized with it. And then you want to go over here to Document Library. And this is anything you need to run your business. If you want to print out the compensation plan and read it, it's right there. Marketing materials, product info. Now the product info sheets are also on your website. So if you've got, I don't know if you guys are familiar with the color personalities, but you've got red, yellow, green, and blue. So if you've got someone who is very green, a green person is very they read every single little detail. So you're going to get customers like that they want to know the ingredients. They want to know this, that, and the other. They can actually go to your website and click on the product, and they can pull up these product sheets themselves. But now I did this when I first started, and I'll admit, it stays right here. It stays here in my desk, and I don't use it anymore. But when I did first start, I did do this. I created this binder, and I printed out all the product info sheets, and I put them in these little plastic sleeves. I mean, it was all just nice and neat. And when I first started, I would keep this in my truck, and say I had a 12 o'clock appointment, but I got there 20 minutes early, I would kind of flip through here and just read them. Because on these product info sheets, you've got a description of the product, you've got the ingredients, you've got the directions, and then they also have frequently asked questions. So I would just kind of read up on it. Or if I was talking to somebody about a product, I had this binder with me, and I could just flip to it, and it was right there. I didn't have to go to my eSuite, go to product info, download this sheet. I didn't have to do all that stuff. I just had it right here. You don't have to do that, but it's available to you if you do want to do that. So when you go to your document library, there's 4 documents that we want you to print out. It's your hundreds list, your memory jogger, your March Go plan, which I have mine. Where is it? Might be up. I think I have mine upstairs. Well, anyway, there's a March Go plan, and then you want to print out your Ruby chart. So you want to print out those 4 documents because you're going to use those 4 documents in the rest of our checklist. And if you have trouble finding everything, you can come up here and search. And I typed in 100, and there's my hundreds list. Okay, so I can download that and print it. So you're going to want to print out those 4. The next thing you want to do in your eSuite is you want to go right here to auto ship. My computer's slow. Here we go. You want to go to your auto ship, and you want to set up your auto ship. So I might be repeating myself, but in order to be commission qualified, you either need to have an 80 BV auto ship set up, or your personal sales need to be 150 BV. The best thing that you can do is to set up an 80 BV auto ship. And the reason I say that is, number 1, you want to be a product of the product. You want to be using the product because that's going to help your business. Because when you post on social media, you want people to see that you are using the products.
What's 80 BV?
Huh?
What is 80 BV?
80 BV. Okay, so every product has a points value to it. If we go back to our document library, if you go up to search and put in, bonus volume. All right. Well, this is the one that's in Italian. I want the one that's in
I think if you just put in BV,
product price.
or just do one word. Just do product, do price, or do BV. Let's scroll all the way to the bottom. It should be at the bottom.
Also, what's OTOM?
One mission.
What?
One team, one mission.
So scroll to the bottom, Monica. It should be on that page.
Here we go. All right, see this right here, guys? It says product price and BV list. Can you see that? Okay. So this is, I'm actually going to print this because this is a new one. I need to update mine. All right, so every product has a volume, like a points volume to it. So here's our wraps. So they're going to cost our loyal customers $59.
Hey, Monica.
I'm sorry?
My screen's white. Wendy says hers is too. There's nothing on the screen.
Is that better?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so here are the wraps. They cost our customers $59, but our bonus volume is $54. This is what our commission is paid off of. We get commission off of the bonus volume, not what they pay for it. So this is what counts. Does that help, Wendy?
Yeah, will you show me again where the sheet is?
Yes. So when I say 80 BV, you want your auto ship to have at least 80 of this. So if you did 2 defining gels, you'd be good to go. That's just an example. All right, if you go to, this is document library. So I went to document library and I just went to the search and I put in product price and then I scrolled all the way to the bottom and there it is in English. We're in 21 other countries, so you're going to see all of this, it's, French, Swedish, Spanish, Norway. You're going to see all this other stuff in there, but here's the one that's in English. All right, so that's bonus volume. All right, so after you print your sheets, after you go through like the It Works You, all that good stuff, you're going to go to your auto ship and you're going to get that set up. And I also say this out of love, if you're serious about your business, you're going to have your auto ship set up because you want to be a product of the product. Now, as you get in it, and there's going to be some months where you don't need anything, then you can order like greens on the go because these make great samples. You should always be sending samples out. You might not be sending samples out every day, but whenever you get a chance, try and, give a sample out. I always keep these in my purse or I take them with me to the gym.
Hey, Monica.
Yes.
When I ordered something yesterday, it just pulled up, you want to ship to this address, and it had my card. So is that like already set up? Or is it something different?
It saves your billing stuff in your eSuite.
Yeah, it saves all that. But if you need to change that, you can. Like you can go to settings.
But when you talk auto ship, that's like directly to me, right?
Yes. It's your auto ship.
Right. And so when it's something different if you're sending it to a customer.
Right. Yeah, this is just for you. If you ever need to change your email, your phone number, anything like that, if you move, you can just go under settings and change all that. You can also, if you want to change your website, you can just go to website and change your web alias. Like mine is monicavanderpool.myatworks.com. So if I ever want to change that, I can change it right there. All right, so that's number 3. I do want to show you one more thing while we're in here. If you have a loyal customer or somebody wants to order something and you want to put their order in, this is how, I just want to show you guys how to do this. You're going to go up here to orders. You're going to come over here to enroll new customer. And you can do this for distributors too. So anybody who orders something from you, if they're a retail customer, a loyal customer, or distributor, you're going to go right here. Okay, so you're going to click loyal customer, and you can put their order in right here instead of sending them to your website. And that, it's self-explanatory. You know, you add whatever to the cart, and then you just follow the steps.
I found that last night, but I thought of a question I wanted to ask you about that when I was in the shower.
Does anybody have question about their eSuite while we're here? Let me look. I'm not looking at the chat. Leslie and Tisha, can you keep an eye on the chat in case I forgot, in case I'm missing something? Okay, I think I'm good.
Sure, absolutely.
Okay. Okay, so the next one is, it's called the 72-hour video. There's a video that Ashley Hughes has done. Ashley Hughes is an Ambassador Diamond. She did a nice, clean video, and it's called Signing Your 4 Loyal Customers in 72 Hours. So we have kind of adopted that video to use with our new distributors. Has everybody seen that video? I'm going to assume you guys have. Well, on the checklist, there's a link for it. So you can just click on that link, and it's going to take you to her video. So while you have that video running, let me grab something, guys. Here it is. All right, so earlier we had you print out the hundreds list. This hundreds list. While you watch that video, you want to have this hundreds list out, because during that video, she asks you to, while she's describing the products, for you to write down 2 or 3 people's names that you think can use that product. And it is a wonderful thing to do because it gets your wheels going. So that's actually going to start your hundreds list. And when you see a hundreds list, that does not mean that you have got to sit down immediately and write down 100 names. That's not what that is. Like I use this as an example. This is my hundreds list. You know, so this is this, and I've got a notebook. I have a notebook and this. And so it's not 100 people. Like I've got way more than 100. But when I started out with 20, I wrote 25 people's names down. So it's not like you have to write 100 people's names down. It's just a list to get you in the habit of when you talk to somebody, you write it down. Because you will find out quickly that you're going to start talking to more and more people and you're going to forget. And I am guilty of it. I'm going to admit, last night I had a lady message me and I was like, shoot, I forgot to follow up with her. So I still do it now. Sometimes I'll forget to write somebody's name down. And thank God she reached out to me, or else somebody else would have gotten her order. So while you're watching that video, you want to have your hundreds list out so you can start writing their names down. Now, the list that they have on your eSuite, it says phone number and email. You don't necessarily need that. Write down what works for you. Like I write down what they're interested in, and I'll write down little notes that are going to trigger things with me. Like if they just had a baby, I'll write that down. Or if they mention to me that they want to lose 25 pounds, I'll write that down. Or if I talk to them about the stretch mark cream, I'll write that down. Like I'll make little notes. And the reason that is so valuable is that, say next week Mark comes out with a BOGO on stretch mark cream for 24 hours, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my hundreds list and I'm going to go through there, and anybody that I wrote stretch mark cream on, they're the first people I'm going to message. Boom, 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 boom. And especially like when Black Friday comes, they always have a special on Black Friday. So if you've made good notes throughout the year, when they come out with specials, you can go through your list. And I signed 7 loyal customers by like 1 o'clock that day, because I sat down and I knew exactly who to message. So that's working smarter and not harder, instead of feeling like, when a special comes out, you just have to, message all these people. So that's being intentional. All right, so you're going to want to do that with the video. Now, at this point, we have not messaged anybody yet. We have just watched the video, and we have started our hundreds list. All right, the next thing on here is, we call it our chicken soup list. Some people will call it, I forget the other name. We call it our chicken soup list. The reason we call it our chicken soup list is because these are going to be the people that are closest to you. So if you were to get sick, who would you call that would bring you chicken soup? That's kind of the thought behind it. So this is going to be like your mom, your sister, your best friend, not somebody you went to third grade with or you went to high school with. This is going to be your closest friends. So it's called your chicken soup list. And normally it's about 10 or 15 people. And you're gonna write this list down. Oh, A list, that's what it is. Some people call it your A list. But we call it our chicken soup list. So you want to write those people down. And the reason we're going to do that is because later you're going to see that we're going to send them a message. And because these are the people that you want support from. Not necessarily as customers or distributors, but these are people that you want support from. Does anybody have any questions so far? Are we good? Is it time to take a picture?
What?
Is it time to take a picture? This is where I pause and take a picture, guys. Because we're going to post this on social media.
I just got out of bed.
I don't care. You look fine. All right, we ready?
We're ready.
Wait, hold on. I got to turn my light up.
Wait, can you filter me? Can you pick that this?
Huh? You look fine, Leslie. Ready? 1, 2. Cute. All right, let me check it.
Seriously, you can't ever see the people's faces that well anyway. Trust me. You look gorgeous no matter what. It's like a tiny picture.
Yeah, I saw the picture yesterday and I looked oldest in the whole group.
Oh, listen, the only thing is you can see that glare right there. Does somebody else have a camera?
No, I
do. I'll take it.
This so that
all right, Tisha and Leslie, you guys take a picture.
Glasses or no glasses?
You're going to take it, Leslie, or you want me?
Oh, sorry, I had to sneeze.
Glasses.
Bless you.
All right, everybody ready?
Eddie.
All right, here we go.
Oh, I thought she took it.
Should that be in the picture, honey?
All right, let's see.
No, honey, you shouldn't be in the picture.
Oh, yeah, mine sucks too because of the light above us.
All right, we're good. They get the point.
One more.
One more?
I'm telling Mary Beth what we're doing.
Where is she?
One more.
Tell her to get the picture.
You sign up.
Oh, she said no.
No, I'm signing along.
My
I was gonna say,
husband's
she's
in the
probably
back.
signing up a loyal.
My husband's in the background. He's like, should I be in the picture too?
Ah!
Are you taking another one, Leslie?
Yeah, ready? One,
Yeah.
2, 3. Okay, I took 2.
Okay. All right. So the next one is, okay, so this is our first challenge. And this goes for you guys and for your new distributors. If you can sign up 4 personally enrolled loyal customers. Now, these are personally enrolled. These aren't someone that you're enrolled or placed under you. These are going to be personally enrolled customers in your very first week. Then we want you to pick out a shirt from the It Works store. And for the distributors that you've signed up, we understand that, if you're a new distributor and you sign up another distributor and they sign up their 4 loyals, you might not necessarily be in the position to get them a shirt from the store. So your upline will do that for you. So that is your first challenge for your new distributors, is that if they sign up 4 personally enrolled loyal customers, then we want them to pick out a shirt from the It Works store. Now, side note, they came out with all new apparel. Did you get that, Kirsten?
Is it up yet?
I don't think it is.
Oh, okay.
They have all this new apparel, and they have not put it on the website yet. So we are waiting for the
I've noticed.
apparel.
I noticed in the apparel that they don't have everything in all the sizes. A lot of them are smalls.
Right, because it's the older. I say older stuff. It's the stuff that they're trying to get rid of the stock because they want to bring in the new stuff. So if you go to the store right now, it's, you're going to see some things they're not going to have all the sizes. So hopefully in the next couple of weeks, the new stuff will be on there. So you'll be able to, because I know I owe a couple of my girls some shirts, but we're just waiting for the new stuff to come on. Okay. All right. So now we've got our day 2 post. So remember the first day they had the option of putting that first post up that they had a secret and all this stuff, and they've gained this audience. Well, now we're ready to post that they've joined the company. And again, this is just a suggestion, and you don't have to do this. We just recommend that this is how you do it because we've gotten really good results from it. So what this post is, it's just a nice picture of you and your family. And if your family is you and your dogs, just a nice picture that's going to capture people's attention. So you're going to take that picture, and then we have a script here that you can follow. Now, obviously, you want to tweak this so that it's coming from you. But basically what it's saying is that I joined this company. I'm very excited. This is the reason I joined. I want to pay off bills. I want to buy my husband a truck. We want to go traveling. We want to pay off debt. Whatever reason that you joined this company, you want to tell people why you joined. And the reason we do this is because network marketing, it's about you have to connect with people. You can't just get on social media and say, okay, I need 5 people to buy some greens. Who's going to buy it? It's not about that. It's about helping others and connecting with others. So you want to put emotion in this post. So telling people why you joined is going to create that emotion, and they're gonna see it differently. They're gonna see it on the level that you're seeing it, is that this means a lot to me and my family, and this is why I'm doing it. The next paragraph is just gonna have a couple things about being a loyal customer, and then the next paragraph has to do with becoming a distributor. So that is gonna be your day 2 post. Now what's gonna happen once you post that is when you start getting you'll start getting comments, you're going to start getting likes, you're going to start getting messages, you might get some phone calls. That's when the ball is going to start rolling for you. But you're going to be ready because you've watched the video, you've been in your e-suite, and you've looked around, and you're familiar with your e-suite. So you're going to be ready for all this stuff to come. And especially if you pull out that hundreds list that you made when you were going through the products. Say we were talking about stretch mark cream, and my friend Leslie came to mind, and I had her written down. So then I make my day 2 post, and Leslie comments. That's a green light for you to message her. I'm going to message Leslie and be like, I'm so glad you commented on my post. I was actually thinking about you because we had this stretch mark cream. I haven't tried it yet, but look at these results that someone else has gotten. Do you see how that flows? So you're going to be ready when people start, messaging and commenting on your post. And okay, so that's 7. So number 8 is you are ready to start messaging. So we have 2 messages on here. And the first set of messages that you want to go out is going to go to your chicken soup list. Now, to me, this is probably one of the most important group of messages that you're going to send out. And the reason is because it's asking for support for your business, because you're going to have highs and you're going to have lows. There's going to be a week that goes by where nobody is going to seem interested in the products, that nobody's going to want to join your business, that you're going to go blitzing and people are going to say, no, they don't want a card. There's going to be weeks that go by that's just going to happen. And on those times when it's low, that's when you're going to need the support of your chicken soup list. your mom, your sister, your brother, your best friend, your husband, your spouse, your wife, you know, you're going to want people's support. So when you start messaging, you want to message your chicken soup list first. And you're basically going to say, you know, hey sis or whoever, I just started my own business with It Works Global and I'm so excited and I'm a little nervous. And you want to be honest with them because this is your family. You know, if you can't be honest with your family, you know, who can you be honest with? So you want to be honest with them. I am nervous. It would mean so much to me if I would have your support. And here are a few ways that you can support me. And then you're going to list 4 or 5 ways that they can support you. And this is going to be individual to each person. And the things that I put down was, you can support me by praying for me and praying for my business. You can reach out to me occasionally to make sure that I'm doing okay. You can become a 90-day product tester. You can join this amazing adventure with me because so far I'm having so much fun. Or you can send referrals my way. If you know of anybody that wants to get healthier or, you know, that, or whatever, you send referrals my way. So list a few ways that they can support you. Don't just ask for their business. And, you know, what I found is that when you reach out like that, they're going to be like, you know what, I am going to pray for you and I'm going to keep reaching out to you. But you know what, tell me a little bit about those wraps. You know, that's going to open a door for them because they don't feel like they're being sold to right away. And that means a lot, you know. And I use my mom for an example. My mom is my biggest customer. She was one of my first 4 loyal customers, and a year and a half later, she still has her auto ship set up. She's my biggest fan. I love it.
Monica, I have a question.
Yeah.
And maybe you're going to talk about this later, but when you guys say things like, who wants to be, you know, we have a 90-day challenge, who wants to do this for 90 days? What do you mean by that? Do they still buy the products, or are you going to give them the products for 90 days to try?
No, a 90-day product tester is a loyal customer. And that is because it does not cost them to be a loyal customer if they try a product for 90 days.
But they have to pay for the product.
Yes.
Right?
But as a thank you, they get our discount.
Right.
So that's what we tell them. You're going to get a 40% discount for life, and you're also going to get perk points.
And I also had a question, like when somebody, like a loyal customer wants an order and they want to try the wrap, and we have like a box of wraps and we sell them at $25 a piece. How do you just send that to them separately then in the mail?
Yeah, if they don't live by you, then yes. And they can send you can send money through Facebook now. Did you guys know that?
No, that's what I was trying to figure out. So if they're putting an order and you're signing them up as a loyal customer, and then they want to try a wrap, and you're selling them a wrap from what you have, how do you charge them for that?
I mean, I just charge them. If somebody that didn't live close to me was going to buy a wrap from me, I would either use Venmo or PayPal, or now you can use Facebook, and I'll show that to you. Can you guys see that? This is my conversation with Leslie. Hold on.
Are you going to send me some money?
I might. All right, can y'all see that?
It's hard to see that, Monica.
All right, hold on. Let me turn my
Change your view to speaker view too. Take it off of the gallery view and change it to speaker view because she'll be the bigger picture.
Is this Facebook?
Yes. What do you mean speaker view?
No, on the Zoom. Everybody can turn
On your
You mean they have to do that, right?
Yeah, everybody's got to do it.
How's that?
Oh,
Wendy, I'm going to mute you real quick, okay? Okay, can you guys see me?
Yeah, just put the phone closer to the, yeah, there you go.
Okay, so we're not going to see anyone.
Make it brighter, Monica.
Can you see that?
There you go.
Okay, so this button right here, do you see where it says payments?
Yeah.
if you click on that payments, like I have my card saved in there, but if you click on payments, I can send Leslie money or send whoever money.
Does it charge you, Monica, like a percentage fee or anything? No, right? Okay.
No.
It's like Vimeo, but just an easier way.
Yeah. So they can send you money that way. If you use PayPal, you can, however you want. They can mail you a check, whatever you're comfortable with. All right, what else? Okay, we're talking about messaging. So that's your message to your chicken soup list. The next message is you're going to want to get out that hundreds list. When you watch that video from Ashley Hughes and you wrote down people that could use each product, you're going to start messaging those people. And we have, if you watch that video at the end, she gave you a script. Well, we've got that script right here, so you can just copy and paste it. And obviously tweak the words so you know that it comes from you. Like you want to change the name, the product, and all that stuff. So there's that script. So that's going to be your next set of messages. Now, while you're sending those messages to those people, you're also going to get people that are commenting on that post that you made. They're going to be liking and they're going to be commenting. So everybody that comments on that post, you're going to want to reach out to. Whether it's just saying thank you or, whatever, that's network marketing. You're communicating with people, you're building relationships with people. And even people that like your post, I have signed so many customers that just liked one of my posts. They didn't comment, but they liked it. And you keep it simple. Like all I say is, hey Tisha, thanks for the love of my post. Are you interested in what I do? Like that's all I'll say, just to get the conversation started. And another thing is when you start these messages, you might get people that are interested in joining this opportunity with you. And at this point in the game, if you get somebody that's interested in the opportunity, we encourage you to start either a 3-way chat or a 3-way conversation with your upline. Because they're going to be able to, first of all, give a personal testimony of what the business has done for them. And they're going to be able to explain what the business is all about a little bit more, in detail than you would be able to. So if anybody is interested in the opportunity, I encourage you to start that 3-way chat, and that will definitely help. I will say this, this happened in December, the end of December. The end of December, I had 6 people that reached out to me. And they were just on the fence about joining. So I started a 3-way conversation with my upline. And it was basically just, hey, I want to introduce you to Jessica. And all 6 of those people signed up. So it says a lot about doing that. It doesn't undermine you in any way. It just kind of gives them another testimony of the business.
And it shows that like what we're really displaying when we say we're all about fun friendships, and freedom. Like it shows that, like if we feel that confident that we can go to someone else in this business, then it really does show that we're not in competition with one another, that we actually are here to help one another. And people like that.
Mm-hmm. And I'm going to add this right here too. When you get that mentality of, or when your mentality switches from, can you say something? What? Oh, my husband's sitting here looking at me like he wants to say something. Huh? When you switch your mentality of, I want to make money to, I want to help somebody. I want to help somebody make money. I want to help somebody, with their health. I want to help somebody lose weight. When you get to that mentality of, I just want to help people, that's when you're going to be successful in this business. Because that's literally what we're about, is we're about helping people. That's like the whole vision of this company is Mark wants all of us to be out of debt. That's why he pays us in the bonuses that he does. That's why he gives away 51% of his profits. That's why he runs all these specials all the time, because he truly wants all of us to be out of debt. You know, we have a whole give back foundation because he knows that if us as a company is helping other people, we're going to be successful. So we've got, I forget the number, but there's like a handful of organizations like Samaritan's Purse. There's like a trafficking, I forget the name of the organization, but there's a trafficking organization that we give to all the time. And us as distributors, we also have the option when we get our commission check, we can give either $1, it's like $1, $5, $10, or you get to choose 1, 3, and 5, Tisha?
It's 1, 3, and 5. Yeah.
1, 3, and 5 or more from our commission check to these organizations. Because he just knows the value in that if we're helping and planting seeds, that us as a company is going to succeed. So I just wanted to throw that out there. The next thing is to schedule your launch party. So launch parties you guys are actually at an advantage because I've been doing this for 1.5 years. So a lot of people know that I'm already doing it. So I can't go out and say, hey, I started this business. I want to do a launch party to show you guys what it's all about. But you guys have that advantage right now because you just started. And there's a couple of ways that you can do a launch party. You can do a launch party like your traditional home party where everybody comes over. But you can also do it through Zoom. And, you know, I've done this with some of my Ohio girls because they didn't know about all the products and they've never done a launch party. So we would set up a Zoom like this. And everybody was at their house and they'll get on and I'll pull my little table up and I'll do the launch party for them. So if you're not comfortable doing a launch party by yourself, then get with your upline and they can help you. They can help you with the launch party. Is there any questions so far? Do you guys want to add anything about launch parties?
Launch parties are so cool because you can't mess them up. You know, like my first one, I thought I bombed. And guys, I only had 5 people show up and I invited a lot of people. And 4 out of those 5 people all signed up. And I didn't know what I was doing. And so, because at the end of the day, I invited people that knew me and they signed up because they wanted to help me. And then ended up, they're still, 2 of them are still my customers today, a year later. They're still loving the products and using them. So, like, you can't mess it up. Like, literally, you cannot mess it up. You get food and you show them the products and they're gonna be hooked.
Huh?
What?
I like something that our upline Black Diamond Joel Dunn always says is today will be the worst day that you're ever at that particular thing. So today is going to be like the worst day that you are at talking about the wraps because you're going to get better and better and better. So today is going to be the worst day you are at blitzing because every time you do it, you're going to get better and better and better.
Mm-hmm.
Look at it that way. It's okay.
So you guys all got this in your business builder kit. This is what you didn't get to join the party, Wendy? Sorry, I heard my son crying. Is he okay? Sorry, my son's crying. My motherly instinct, I'm like, what? Okay, so you should have gotten this in your business builder kit. This is called our party pad. A lot of people run their parties by just this. And if you look at it, it's just the wrap. That's all you talk about is the wrap. And you talk about being a loyal customer. You talk about joining the party. You got that. I mean, it's super simple.
Cammy
So if you're nervous about running your first launch party, just use your party pad.
And Cammy just uploaded new party pad notes in the document library.
Yeah. So that's in your e-suite.
So read it.
When you schedule your launch party, just get with your upline and they can help you with all the details. Okay, the last thing, and this is so important, guys. You have got to stay plugged in. If you do not stay plugged in, you are going to slowly your business is going to die down. You've got to stay plugged in. And there's 6 different ways that we have down here that you can get plugged in. The first is our Diamonds and Ice team meeting. So we have a team meeting every Sunday night at 8 o'clock Eastern. That's every Sunday night. So, go in your calendar and put that down. Team meeting at 8 o'clock Eastern every Sunday. The second way to get plugged in is we have family calls, and that's at 10 o'clock Eastern. So basically right after our team meeting, you'll have a little break, and then you'll have the family call. Now, the family call is through corporate. So this is going to have our international teams on. This is going to be, if you are a It Works distributor in 22 of our countries, you're going to be on this call. It is the big family call. So Mark, Pam, and Mike are the ones that are going to be on this call. So that is Sunday at 10 o'clock Eastern. On Mondays, Pam Souder always hosts a show. She calls it the Show Me the Money call. And she normally has guest speakers on. And that's at 9 o'clock Eastern on Monday nights. The next way to get plugged in is you'll hear some people call them OTOMs, but it's OTOM, which is One Team, One Mission. These are events that Triple Diamonds and above will put together, and they're all over. So if you go to your website and let's see. All right, so if you go to your website and you scroll to the bottom, you can go to events right down here. And here's a calendar. So right now I've got One Team, One Missions marked. But you can go in here and you can see everywhere that they're having a One Team, One Mission. So you can find one that's closest to you. Mine's Virginia Beach. So I would encourage you to find one that's closest to you and try to get to one. Now it's basically a rap party on steroids is what it is. And you can invite people. You know, Tisha went to one a couple of weeks ago, and she took a girl that was interested in the business. She was like, come on. So Tisha drove her there, and they went and saw Pam Souder talk. So you can invite people that are interested in the business to these One Team, One Missions. So that's another way to get plugged in. Another way to be plugged in is that if you're using Facebook as your platform, you want to follow Mark Pentecost, Pam Souder, Mike Patillo, the It Works Global page, Cami Pentecost Dempsey, that's Mark's daughter. She's now she's in charge of field development. So any type of training, like Cami Dempsey, if you ever want a good training, go to Cami Dempsey's either Facebook page or her YouTube channel and watch any of her trainings. If you're sitting at your computer, just doing whatever, I usually have some type of training going on so I can just hear little tidbits of things that I can do to work my business. So Cami Dempsey is in charge of our field development. And then also get with your enroller, because we all have like a list of leaders that we like to follow because we like the way they post. We like their wording. We like their pictures. We just like their style. So, there's a couple of leaders that you want to follow. So get with your enrollers to get that list. And then the last way that you can plug in that we have down here is our power hours. If you have not been to a power hour, you need to. And as many power hours as you can do, you need to try and get to one, because even like Leslie's been in the business longer than I have, and she still gets on the power hours because it still helps her. It helps us during our power hours. We have a list of stuff, and we change it every once in a while, so it's always something new. But we have a list of stuff that we get accomplished in that hour. And what it does is it trains us to be efficient with our time, because it's not about getting on Facebook and just scrolling through and commenting. Like, that's not what it's all about. There's other little things that you want to do. You want to be adding friends. You want to be adding yourself to groups. You want to be deleting friend requests that haven't been accepted in a while. You want to be wishing people happy birthday. You want to be, there's just certain things that you want to be doing to work your business. And that's why we tell people that if you have an hour in your day, you can be successful in this business. But if you only have an hour, you want to make sure that hour that you're being as efficient as possible. So the power hours, we've got Monday through Friday. There's one at 12:30 Eastern, and there's also one at 11:30 at night, which for our West Coast people and our Alaska people and our Colorado people, that's probably going to be, if you want something later at night. So 11:30 Eastern would be 9:30 your time, Wendy. So that's Monday through Friday. And then on Saturday, which we haven't done a Saturday one yet, but we've added Saturday at noon, and that's Eastern time. So we're going to start doing one on Saturday at Eastern. So right there, that's 11 power hours a week that you have the opportunity to get on. Do we have any questions? Do you guys have any questions? Do you guys feel a little better? Do you feel more confident that you're going to be successful with this business? We want you to be successful. So anything that we can do a training on, if you guys are having trouble in a certain area, let your upline know, because on our Sunday night meetings or even during our power hours, we can work on those things. Like if you have trouble finding groups, if you have trouble knowing what kind of group you want to add yourself to, let your upline know. And what we'll do is we'll sit down in one of these power hours. We'll focus a little bit more time on, okay, let's find some groups to get you plugged into. And this is how you interact with people in the groups. So if there's any area that you need help on, please let us know. Because we're all learning, we're all growing together. We know what's worked for us. I'll say especially for Tisha and Leslie and I, we constantly feed ourselves every day with trainings from Jade Hooper, from Cammie, and we share it with each other. So we're feeding ourselves so that we can feed you guys. Okay. Do you guys have anything else you want to add? Questions?
I'm gonna say this is where we become so vital for you guys. It is so key. Like we don't just preach this stuff, we live this stuff. Like when we say that we're here for you, those aren't just words to us. And that is why, like I had someone recently, a new person, she goes, I want to keep bothering you. You know what I told her? Please keep bothering me. Because then that means that you're serious about your business and that you are trying to work it. Where I get nervous is when you're not asking me the questions, because that means you're not doing anything. So if you are, that's where we really, really stress that we are a team. We're here for you. No question is too silly or stupid or anything like that. Please ask us questions. Use us. Start the 3-way chat and utilize us, because we want to see you succeed. We want to see you grow and do that, And I think that that's just so vital, especially when you're in the beginning. Like part of the reason where I'm going today is because Monica she took every conversation I had. She answered every question I had, even if sometimes I asked it over and over and over because I just didn't get it. And she never once made me feel like, all right, come on, Tisha, you're not getting this by now. No, that's not what it's about. Like we want you to get it. And sometimes it doesn't take it on the first shot. Now,
and that was to the point where Tisha doesn't call me one day. I'm like, what's up, Tisha? What's going on?
What you doing, girl? but you know, we want to see you succeed. That's our goal. Like, you know, that's what we want to do. We're rooting for you just as much as you are for yourself. So
I will tag team off of what Tisha said. Let your enroller know what kind of leader you want them to be. Let them know if you want your leader to be calling you every day and checking in on you, or if you rather just get a couple tasks and then you check in, because some people like to do it on their own. And then some people like to be, you know, holding the hand and getting daily tasks and checking in. I have got both versions on my team and they're both successful, but you've got to tell us the type of leader that you want us to be. So we're not calling you and checking in every day when you don't like that.
right.
Just be honest from the beginning. It'll help us.
I love that, Leslie. Yeah, because sometimes we don't want to overwhelm you. So if we're not checking in with you every second, it's because we want to make sure that you don't feel like hey, you do this, I need you to do that. No. We want to go at your pace. And we feel like if you have questions, then you're going to come to us. So if you don't hear from us, it's not like we don't care. Trust me, we do care. It's the fact that we don't want to overwhelm you, because we are putting videos and different things in the group for you to watch. So if you have us texting you, hey, did you watch this already? Did you do this? Then we want to make it fun too, you know? So please, when you know, if you're not hearing from us and you want to, say, hey, text me more. Hey, that's okay. I'll text you every day if you want me to, you know? So reach out to us and let us know, like Leslie said, what kind of leader you want to be. Because some people are like, I need you to do this. Or some people are like, I'll reach out to you when I want to, you know? And
How can we support you? Like our chicken soup list.
reach it.
And it's also, I will, like, this is just me speaking business to you guys. I take my chart very seriously because it affects me and it affects my family. So if I have a distributor that comes to me and they say, well, I'll use Kirsten as my example. Kirsten came to me and she's like, Monica, I want to be double diamond. And I said, Kirsten, are you seriously want to be double diamond? Or you just want that, you know, you're just looking at that money, you're like, oh, this money would be nice. Like, are you willing to put in the work to become double diamond? Because you can look at that income chart and it's easy to say, oh, I want, you know, $6,000 a month. Of course, who doesn't? But that comes with a price tag. I mean, you got to put work into it and you got to be serious about it. Well, if I know that she wants to be double diamond, that she's serious about it, I'm going to help her get there. And when I say help, I'm not only going to be there to help, you know, train her. Like she was nervous about blitzing. So you know what? I grabbed my blitz cards and tied up my tennis shoes. And I said, we're going blitzing. I went out and I went blitzing with her. And, you know, and you'll learn this as your chart gets, you know, you got more people under you. You have the choice to move customers and distributors where you want them on your chart. So, and I'm just being real with you guys. I
said only within 24 hours of enrolling them.
Yeah, Side note, you have 24 hours to do that. But if I know that Kirsten is serious about becoming a double diamond, and I sign up a distributor and I know that she's got a box down there that she needs filled, I can definitely put a distributor under her to help her. But I'm not going to do it if she's not plugging into meetings, if she's not out blitzing, if she's not messaging, if she's not posting, if she's not doing all this stuff, then I'm not going to help her chart out like I would if she was posting and messaging and we, you know, stayed in contact and I knew what she was doing. Did I explain that okay? And that's just on a business level because I'm very serious about my chart because it affects my commission and it affects my family. So that's just from our perspective, what we see. So, you know, and some people join this company to make $200 a month, and that's fine. And you can do that with this company. You can join to make $200 a month, and that's fine. But some people join to make $2,000 a month or $200,000 a month. You know, our black diamonds make well over $100,000 a month. That's hard. That is hard even for me to even imagine making over $100,000 a month. but they do it, but they put the work in. They put the work in for it. So, anyway, that's my rant. Oh, sorry.
Don't apologize. I love it. I love it, girl. Because that's reality.
Hey,
That's
Monica,
reality.
we've got a question about what is blitzing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So blitzing is, all right. So you guys, we've got these blitz cards and they're like coupons. You got these in your business builder kit. You can also buy them in the store, but it basically says what the wrap is and what it does. So when we say that we go out and blitz somebody, we're basically going out and sharing the business. So, and there's so many different ways you can blitz. You can even blitz on social media. But I'll use the example. All right, so 2 weeks ago, I challenged my team actually for everyone to go and blitz at least one person. So Kirsten and I started by doing what we call the power blitz. So her and I we started at Target. And we went up to somebody, and this is just what we did. We said, hey, would you do me a favor? My team and I are having a contest of who can get the most pictures of us giving out this coupon. Would you help me out? And I think we had 2 people that said no, but mostly everybody said yes. So we would give them this coupon, and we would take a picture because they thought we were trying to win this contest. And after the picture, we'd say, well, here, you can keep this coupon. Have you ever heard of that crazy rat thing? And if they say no, then we just say, well, this is what it is, and this is what it does. And that's blitzing. Or yesterday, I was meeting with a potential distributor at Starbucks, and I had a jacket on that said, it works right here. So I was ordering my coffee, and she saw it works, and she actually asked me about it. And she was like, well, what works? Does it really work? And I told her about it. And I almost wrapped her in the bathroom, but I'm going to go back and keep working on that one. But I told her, I said, girl, we'll go to the bathroom right now and I'll slap a wrap on you because I got them right here in my backpack. But that's blitzing.
Yeah. Same thing happened to me. I went last night to dinner with my husband. I wore my shirt, and no joke, the lady that put me down, the host sat me down at my table. She goes, what's it works? I feel like I need that. Like, I was like, all right. I was like, well, it's our wrap. I gave her a card, and she's like, ooh, my mom would want that too. So I got her number. I got her mom. Like, we are all good. Like, it's that easy. She asked me. Just saying, it's that easy.
Do you have any other questions?
That's why I was looking for the apparel, but the small's not really going to work for me. So,
all right, so listen,
when they're going to have the new stuff in there?
If you don't have an It Works shirt yet, this is what you can do. You can wear all black or black and green, and you can get So I took a blitz card and I cut mine and I laminated it, and then I got a cute little lanyard. I think I got this from Walmart. It was like $4, and you can just wear this.
Yep.
If you don't have anything that has It Works on it, you just wear that.
Yep.
Now, I also sometimes I'll put this on my purse.
I did the same thing, only I wrote "Ask Me" on the back where you can put your label.
Yeah.
And I hang it from the diaper bag or the purse or my backpack or whatever I'm wearing.
You did the full one?
Yep. And because I wrote "Ask Me" on it, and because it says "Ask Me," I've had people stop me. They're like, "Okay, it says to ask you. What is this? Why do you have to?"
Where does it say "ask you"?
You have to.
You write it in.
Instead of putting your information in that white area. Yep. I just wrote "Ask Me" in big letters.
Where did you get the label? You said label.
I just went to Walmart and got some like Avery labels, and I printed them off.
Oh, to stick them here with your like name and phone number?
Yep. But I left one blank, and I wrote "Ask Me" using a Sharpie, and then I laminated it.
That's good.
Now, what I did was, like, I don't have "Ask Me" on mine because I just cut it in half. But I ordered labels. This one's all bunched up, but I ordered labels from Vistaprint. So that's what mine look like, if you can see that. There's Leslie's.
And I just got those key rings from Walmart.
And I've noticed, Monica, do you have your picture on your Blitz card?
Do what?
You have your picture on your Blitz card?
This one?
Leslie, can you show me that key ring again? You stuck it on your purse?
Oh, you
I
have
see.
this, Leslie?
Yeah, do you have your picture on that label?
Oh, on that?
Yeah.
No. Like my face?
Yeah, because so like I noticed I didn't have mine on there. I was probably, I don't know, 6 months in, and I went to my first conference, and I saw somebody that had their picture on there. And then I started connecting the dots, because when you pass out a coupon or if somebody finds it and it's got your face on it, I feel like they see it as it's an actual person. And so I switched it. I came home, I threw a cute picture on there, and I kept my same information. I'm trying to find one. And ever since then, like I've had a really good response, and this is all mine is.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And I put that Wrap app information down there, so it's got my ID number.
Uh-huh.
Wait, let me see.
I like that, Leslie.
Is it backwards? I'm sorry if it's backwards.
So you printed that off on a label.
Yeah, I'll show you the labels I got. That's all it is though. But so as soon as I added my picture though, because I do a lot of events, and I feel like when I pass them out and then they walk away, like you get business cards all day long, but if you're gonna get somebody's business card and it's got their picture on it, I feel like it's more memorable. I guess I'm out of labels, but they're these, but they're not this size. They're just like the Avery labels you can get. But they're called, I think they're called shipping labels.
Seems like I have a really hard time finding Avery labels on my Mac. Do you?
I went to Walmart and I bought them, and then you just go to like avery.com and you click on templates and you just type in the code that's at the top of the package.
You seriously, I wish it was like that simple. I was trying to do for my husband some labels for him, and I seriously could not find the right label on Mac. I don't know.
I have a Mac computer. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, so once you get the Avery labels, just go to the avery.com, the website, and then just click on templates. And then it'll have like on the top right, it'll have an area like a search bar, and you just type in the label number.
Just like message me, send me a picture of the label, and then like, will you send me a picture of what you just showed me that has your picture?
Yeah, I have got to go to Walmart and buy more labels because I don't have the packaging of that size, but I can show you what it is. I'll message you.
And your printer, like I have a color printer and stuff, so that was good enough quality for your picture.
Yep. I try and work smarter, not harder, and I'm not about to spend a bunch of money, to be honest.
Is that, do you put that on all of them, or do you just have that on the one that says Ask Me?
I don't have anything on the one that says Ask Me. I just have Ask Me. I wrote Ask Me with a Sharpie, and then I laminated it, and then I punched a hole in the top of it. And then on all the ones that I pass out, I have that label stuck on there. Now I do, and I should have showed you when I was over there, I do have a different label that I put on my catalogs. Let's see if you can see this. So it's just got my name, my phone number, my email address, and my website. And that's another Avery label. That's this one.
Okay. Does everybody do the domain thing, Monica, or is that just you?
No, there's a handful of us that do it.
The what? The GoDaddy thing?
Yeah.
I do.
I have it.
I do.
Do you feel that that's better?
I like it because I can send it through Facebook.
I like it because it's easier to remember. People
Right.
are going to remember the
It works. Yeah.
.myitworks.com. Yeah, and I have a decal on my car, and I've got magnets on my car, and that's really long.
Yeah, and I know
So
Heather did
just
it.
your name? That's what you bought?
My name wasn't available, so I actually have branded myself with Healthy Fit Mama, and that's what like my website link is. That's what my email address is. That's just my branding. But yeah, I would like it to be my name. I just didn't have that option.
I'm
I'm branding my name.
I'm pretty sure mine will be available.
I'm going big.
There you go.
I always tell Mark Pentecost, I'm like, you're gonna know my name. In my post, I'm like, you're gonna know our name.
Right. That's right.
And just, I don't know if everybody knows this, but with Facebook and your myitworks.com website, Facebook does not like us. And I wish I had a better explanation in this, but from what I was told, it's because Facebook doesn't like network marketers, basically, because we're making money free off of their, serve their platform. That's why they want us to do a business page and pay them money to advertise our business. That's what they want. But we're not going to do that. That's why you have to be smart. And this is another reason it's important to go to a power hour, because you've got to clean your Facebook page up. Like if you've sent 20 friend requests in the past month and only a third of those have accepted your request, and if Facebook sees all these friend requests that people aren't accepting, they're going to be like, this person's trying to sell something. So because Facebook knows that It Works makes a lot of money through Facebook, they block our websites. So when you try and send it through Messenger, or if you try to put it in a post, it's gonna block that post, and it'll give you a warning. So the way we get around that is, for example, myself, I went to GoDaddy and I bought the domain monicavanderpool.com. So I masked my It Works site behind monicavanderpool.com. So on Facebook, if I post or send a message for my website, I'll send www.monicavanderpool.com, and Facebook just recognizes it as just a regular website. But what they don't know is that when people are clicking on it, they're actually going to my It Works site. So there's ways you can get around it.
Sorry, I want to see if mine's available yet. It hasn't been available for 2.5 years.
It might now. All right, do you guys have any other questions? Paulette, Heather, Christina, Yvette, Jasmine? Jasmine just got back from Jamaica. All right, well, that's all that we were going to cover. We have our team meeting tomorrow at 8, so try and get plugged into that, 8 o'clock Eastern.
PM.
Leslie will be dead asleep at 8 a.m. I'll be awake.
No, I'll probably be up. Michael's got to go to work.
And if you guys have not watched that training by Jade Hooper that Leslie put in the group, and when I say the group, I mean Diamonds and Ice. So Leslie posted a video on building your business through social media, and it's like 5 or 6 posts down. It's kind of towards the top. If you have not watched that video, I highly, highly encourage you doing it. I went back and I watched the whole thing this morning, wrote notes. That's a really good video, especially when you start posting on social media.
And you guys, she's a number 7 income earner. She's a millionaire.
Mm-hmm.
She's 26 or 27, so she knows her stuff.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I'm glad I watched it, because a lot of the stuff that we were taught by some other leaders, it's not what Jade's been doing.
That's a
So
Facebook
we're
video.
reverting back to our old ways. I'm talking about posting every hour. Because we were taught for a while there that you should only post. Hey, did you guys hear that?
Yeah.
Roscoe, chill out. Harley is trying to lick on Roscoe. Harley is 1, Roscoe's 5. So Roscoe wants to sleep, Harley wants to play. Now she's running off. But anyway, but yeah, watch that video if you guys get to. And even if you don't get to sit down and watch the whole thing at one time, like sit down and watch 20 minutes here. And like I watched it while I was getting ready this morning.
Is that the one that's like an hour and 15 minutes?
Yeah, it's kind of long, but I mean, it's worth it. It really is, especially if you're going to use social media to run your business.
Jade's videos are always pretty long, but they're all really worth it. So if you can watch one a night, it's worth it.
And I've been watching a lot of Cammie Dempsey too. And like I said, Cammie Dempsey is actually our corporate like Director of Field Development is her title. She's Mark's daughter. So she's been with the company for a long, long time.
Yeah, and she's Lady Simon. So.
And Jet. And Papa Smurf. All right, you got to tell us what's the story behind Papa Smurf.
You gotta unmute yourself, Joe.